Start recording. Yeah, I think recording has been started. Anyways, welcome for the second session. We lost half the people, but it's fine. We'll continue with like whomever is here, right? I think they must be interested at least for learning Grantha. So let's recap what we have learned last time, right? Let me share my screen. I'll try the whiteboard of Zoom. It should be good enough. Right. Let's go through what we did last time. Right. So last time we had the vowels. So that would be the 14 vowels of Sanskrit. Let's go it one more time. So we have and we have, let me move this somewhere else. And we have and you have E, and you have E. Yeah. And you have same as this, and you have same, right? And you have, let me clear everything here. And you have root, and you have root, and you have A, you have I. Like this. Let me clear that. We have some order. You have A, you have I, and you have O, and you have O, you have your two Ayogavahas. And you have aha. Right. And of course, you have like your Lu, that you rarely see it. And you have Lu, again, it's quite rare, right? So we have the 14 vowels. Just let's do it one more time again, because you have to repeat it. So you have E, E, U, U, R, Lu, 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 A, I, O, O, and aha, right? So these two kind of look like Tamil. Squint your eyes. These are exactly like Tamil. This almost like Tamil. And these are like almost like Tamil. And these are just circles, right? It's quite easy to.
Does look like the Tamil ku? I mean, I'm not able to get the how to write that second one.
All right,
okay,
I can
show
do it
how
one
to
more
write
time.
that because it's a bit confusing, the second one.
All right. Yeah. So Tamil goes like this, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm exaggerating the thing a bit, yeah. Grantha, you just have to close the loop, create another loop. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it goes like this. That's your right?
Okay.
And another loop.
Okay. It looks like the oo of Tamil. Matra
Yeah,
of
sort
Tamil.
of, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
sort of,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Again, right, the problem is like pretty much Tamil and Grantha have the same skeleton, as you know, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can, if you squint your eyes, you can see the similarities. But yeah, it looks like Matra. Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
Okay. So continued with the Matra.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So,
thank you.
You just go again, right? But
yes,
this is actually
thank you.
Tamila anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So you guys have any questions regarding that? So now, so right. So since that's clear, right? Let's go to the consonants, right? Again, there's only 4 people, so it's easier. How many of you know Devanagari? That's 1.
Yes, I know.
That's 2. Okay, right. That's 2 people who know Devanagari. So that's 2 who don't know Devanagari. So as you know, Sanskrit, how Tamil, like I have a chat message here. So that's 3 people who know Devanagari. Okay, but let's right. So as you know, Tamil consonants, they only have the ka and the nasal, the first varga and the last anunasika. All the Mahapranas on your Ushmans and your voiced consonants, they are missing, right? But Sanskrit has those. So you have ka, nga, cha, nya, ta, na, ta, na, pa, ma in Tamil. But in Sanskrit, you have ka, ka, ga, gha, and nga. Cha, cha, ja, ja, and nya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Pa, pa, ba, ha, ma. Right? It's per and per, not per and fur. It's sort of creeping Persianization that annoys me, but so it's fool, not fool in Hindi anyway. But people tend to like pronounce per as per. That's well and good. At least, but in Sanskrit, at least it's a phala, not a phala, right? Again, it's phalam for fruit, not phalam, right? Okay, let's go to the consonants. So I said Sanskrit has like all the 4 Varga consonants as opposed to Tamil, which only has 1 and ends with the corresponding Anunasika, right? So you have let's do that. Can I change the color? Yes, I can, right? So you have which is pretty much like Tamil, except that you have a bend here and a curve here, right? Apart from that, it's pretty much the same. Then you have your Huh? Then you have your G. My G is horribly wrong. You have G, and you have G. And you have Ng, which is basically no, right? So you have K, and the Mahaprana of it, H, and you have G, and you have G, and you have Ng, right? So this should be easy enough, right? The K is similar to Tamil. Let me do it again. Let's slow it one by one. So the K, chat message. Yeah, but people don't write the Nukta. Somebody said, yeah. That's the reason. So yeah, so you have a Grantha K, which takes a small dip over here. Unlike the Tamil K, it doesn't have the loop here or the dip here, right? But the Grantha K, you have to take a dip and have a loop, right? But it's pretty much identical, right? Then you have your K, the Mahaprana, right? So it might look different, but it's pretty much similar to the Devanagari K. So you can take it. Pretty much, if you squint it, you can pretty much get it. And you pretty much get like Devanagari K.
Does the loop that is going down go below the line? Does it go down, or is it in the same line as this?
It depends.
The head part of the curve.
Yeah. In some print editions, you get like a slightly bigger head like
right.
this.
Right.
But I tend to write it below the line because it makes it unambiguous. And there are some print editions you find where the nose, right, where the nose goes below the line, which I prefer. But like, I don't know, 8 out of 10 times is basically a bigger head. A bigger head. Yeah. Right. Okay. Like, yeah, compared to which is like quite small. But that's like a V in Tamil, right? Yeah, it's like V in Tamil. But it's a bigger just head. To differentiate it, I tend to write it below the line. Head. Okay. Below the line, yeah. Head goes below the line. It makes it clearer. And if you take like handwritten samples, people usually tend to write it like below the line because in handwriting, it's difficult to distinguish things. Differentiate, so making it below the line, it's easy to differentiate. So since you're handwriting it, you can pretty much write it like below the line. It's fine. Right. Makes sense. Thanks. It makes sense. Yeah, right. I said right. It's a K. If you squint it, it might look like Devanagari K. And you have G. That's a nice loop, right? Again here, in most print editions, you find the descender very, very flat, right? But my handwriting tends to write it like Tamil, like slightly dip it a bit. So you have the in Tamil. So I tend to dip the descender a bit. You can do it. You don't have to do it. It's just my handwriting. But in most print edition, it just goes flat, right? But if you want to dip it like Tamil, go ahead. It's fine. It's handwriting. You have lots and lots of variations. It doesn't matter, right? I've seen a lot of this particular
if I could call it a letter in a lot of shlokas, which comes in between here in Sanskrit shlokas. So
Yeah, yeah.
this letter
Because
has
it's
been
Ga.
used a lot. So is it like
Ga is quite popular
Sanskrit?
anyway.
Is this there in Sanskrit too? I mean, I know
Yes,
Sanskrit is
yeah.
Hindi basically, but yeah.
Okay, let's not go into that. It needs a separate session. So the thing is, like, Sanskrit doesn't have a script, right?
Right.
People conflate Sanskrit with the Hindi script, which is conflict with Devanagari, but Devanagari is a writing system, right?
Okay.
Devanagari writing system that's used for Sanskrit, it somehow became the standard script for Sanskrit, and people conflate Devanagari is Hindi and Hindi is Sanskrit. So let's
Okay.
separate.
Okay. So when we
Language is
come
different.
across this letter, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go on.
So when we come across this letter in between, so we just read it out as G, right? That's it.
You just go. Yeah, that's it. It's
G.
go.
Okay.
It's go. Yeah. So if one is right, go. Like, yeah, just go.
Okay.
So it's go. Right.
Okay.
So yeah, just to reiterate, Devanagari is not Sanskrit and Devanagari is not Hindi, right? And in the whole idea of like even writing Hindustani in Devanagari, it's quite recent. Here, something called the Nagari Pracharini Sabha, which spearheaded Devanagari for like pretty much all North Indian scripts, including Sanskrit. Even if you go like 200 years, people wrote like Kaiti, and Hindustani is sort of like a Katiboli Sanskrit, Katiboli Hindi, Hindustan, like, nah, it's a different discussion. Anyway, I have a chat message. Yeah, it's 1893. Yeah, there you go. Which is good and bad in a way. It's nice that all these languages have a standardized script, but you also lost a lot of this script diversity. And you have this idea of like all Bhojpuri and Awadhi and all those scripts becoming conflated with Hindi because they all use Devanagari. But back in the day, they used like different script. You had Takri, you had a Kaiti, you had like like half a dozen scripts that were competent in North India. Anyways, I'm digressing. So yeah, so you have G and you have G. Right. Again, you can see like the three prongs is the same as in Devanagari. It's because both of them come from Brahmi, which have three prongs. Right. So you have three prongs here, which pretty much is preserved both in Grantha and Devanagari.
Tamil letters va plus pa join.
Yeah, va plus pa. Yeah, that's one way of putting it, but it's when you write it, it goes here, you retrace it and go here, right? So it goes like this. That's her, and you have nga, right? Which is basically E with a line at the bottom, right? So if it's without the line, it's E, and if it has a line, it's ng. Right. So let's go it one more time. So you have K, K, G, H, and Ng. Right. So the 2, 3, 4, and that's K, G, H, and Ng. Right. So the same as Tamil. This is sort of similar to Devanagari. And this again is sort of similar to Devanagari if you squint your eye. And the only new form you have to remember is probably this one, which is G, right? And Ng, since you know E already, just have to add a line below to make it Ng, right? That's the Ka Varga. Let's move to the, let's do everything. Let's go to the Cha Varga. So we have Cha. Then we have Cha. Then you have Ja. Then you have Ja. Ja. Then you have Nye. Right. So again, the Ja, it's pretty much same as Tamil. That's fine. This Cha and Cha is pretty much similar. For instance, in handwritten Grantha, sometimes you see this, right? Instead of writing properly with a, go back, with the loop and all that, sometimes you'll see this. In Tamil writing, you see this. You can see that the skeleton of the two letters is pretty much the same, but how they got standardized in print 300, 400 years ago, and that's kind of like deviated from that. But in handwritten Grantha, it pretty much, there are cases where the child pretty much looks like Tamil Cha. And for the Mahaprana, it's pretty much Cha, but you just have to create a loop, right? That's Cha. Ja is pretty much same as Tamil. And you have Ja, which is slightly complicated, but very rarely you see Ja.
The J, the first J, does it have a W kind of thing in the bottom, or is it exactly like Tamil?
It's exactly like Tamil Ja.
Okay, because
There's no
I
difference at
see
all.
two loops there. So is it? I thought maybe it's a W or something.
No,
now.
it's just my funky handwriting. Sorry about that.
No, I don't know. It's okay.
It's the same as Tamil Ja. There's no difference.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's like a snake, twisted snake.
Yeah, it's like Tamil Ja, right? Tamil, how do you write Tamil
Oh,
Ja?
okay.
But again, it's my handwriting, but it's basically Tamil Ja. I apologize for my bad handwriting, but
No, that's
basically Tamil Ja.
fine. I was just making it because it looked like a W. I was making it. I mean, I was comparing it to remember this.
No, it's pretty much. Only thing is like in Grantha, sometimes. Okay, let me clean.
There's a loop, I think, in the end.
No. And sometimes it is squished in between lines because in Grantha, consonant have to be stacked. In Tamil, sometimes it goes beneath the line.
Oh.
It's slightly longer in Tamil, usually. In Grantha, it's in the same line height. Again, it's basically artifact of printing, because in Grantha you have like letters coming below consonants.
Below the line. Oh.
In Tamil you don't have it, so they have to squish the letter. Again, if you're handwriting it, you don't need to show a difference. Like many of the things you see in scripts, many of the times you see in what you see in scripts is like basically artifact of printing. When they are typesetting, they had to use a standardized form, and they had to make sure that typesetting is easy, and that pretty much carried on, right? Again, the height difference, again, it's an artifact of printing. If you want to write like Tamil Ja, it's fine. It's all right. Okay. So just that sometimes you see it squished in Grantha, in Tamil it's slightly longer. Again, because nothing comes below letters in Tamil, but in Grantha you can actually squish consonants together to form some Aksharas. So yeah, sure. ch, j, j. So you have like an ra, but you create a second loop, right? So you start writing a ra, but you go on write a second loop, which writes j, right? The fifth one, the Anunasika, nya. It's pretty much like Tamil. Again, you have to again squint your eyes. So in print, they make it look like poo with like funky loop on the side. And the Tamil nya looks very, very simplified. But if you can see that, if you write it fast, it pretty much looks like Tamil nya, right? So you can take it. It pretty much like Tamil nya. Is that like Tamil sort of standards in this way and Grantha got standards in this way. But again, you see that the framework of the two letters, the skeleton of the two letters are pretty much the same. If you take Tamil nya and tend to, if you write it fast, you pretty much get like, you can back form Grantha ka, pretty much like that. But again, you need to have like some view of like comparing what's Tamil and what's Grantha and to find the similarities. So that's cha 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 nya. And you have, we'll go to the next varga. You have ta. The same as Tamil ta, where you have a line underneath, and you have ta, which is basically a circle. Sometimes people or like add a dot inside it to differentiate between Anuswara, which is a smaller letter. I don't do it. Most printed letters don't have it. But if you want like differentiate like Anuswara, which is a small letter, small circle, with ta, which is a bigger circle, you can add a dot. You don't have to, but you can do it. So ta, ta, right? Pretty much you can see like Devanagari ta and Grantha ta like similar shapes. Then you have the, and you have the. Let me go back. And you have na, which is same as Tamil na. Right. So you can see that these letters are pretty much same as Tamil, right? And this is pretty much same as Devanagari. You probably have to remember only this shape, which is the. And once if you know the, you can create the Mahaprana equivalent just by writing another loop. It's as simple as that, right? Let's write it one more time. Let me clear it again. So you have the, ha, the, and now. Okay, this is easy. The same as Devanagari. You probably have to remember only this one. Once you know this one, you can form the second one. Right. That's the Tavarga. Let's go to the next one, which is Tavarga. The one. The right. So the, anna, are pretty much same as Tamil, right? The only pesky bits is like it's the, and the, right? Let's just focus on that because those are the
I have
mostly
a
confusing.
small doubt here again.
Yeah.
The in this Grantha, how do we differentiate this from U of Grantha?
Okay, yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Yeah, I'm just going to show that. Let's take the pesky bits of it. So you have your the, right? Right. So it's like sort of like here, but you have an additional loop here, right? This here, basically, you have to write another loop. What I tend to do, right? If it is a line, I tend to write it slightly below the line. So it's clearer. Again, it's an handwriting thing. You can slightly bring it below the line to make it clearer. But in some prints, you don't see it. You just make it a bit more wider on the loop. But since you're handwriting it, to make it slightly less ambiguous, you can sort of bring it below the line ever so slightly, and that's fine, right? If you see manuscripts, you see the below line forms anyway. Again, but in print, mostly you see all this question like between the line. Again, the reason is like in Grantha, you have to stack letters. If something goes below the line, its typesetting becomes complicated, right? So important thing is like this is slightly wider and you have a loop here. So, wider and a loop. And you can slightly bring it below the line, right? That's her. Another part, then you want to go about the, right? So it's like oo, but really short, the line being below, right? This is your oo, which is quite long, right? It doesn't have a line. But for the, it's very short and you have a line. Again, if you squint, you can see that it's like Devanagari, the. You can pretty much form Devanagari the from Grantha. So it's, okay, let me, this is Grantha the, but if you write fast, you pretty much get back Devanagari the. Again, it's because both Grantha the and Devanagari the come from Brahmi the, however you want to mirror it. So you can see like both have the same skeleton. So again, you can make use of that similarities to learn the letter. So that would be Grantha the, and this is Devanagari the. But you can see the Devanagari coming down became like a separate letter thing here. This became flat, and you have the loop here with Devanagari. There's a straight line. But it's pretty much very, very similar to Devanagari. If you actually start writing it, that's the thing, right? When you see two letters, it may look different from the outside. When you actually start writing it, you can actually see like how similar they are. And then you have the Mahaprana, the, which doesn't have a loop. So this is the, and this is the, and this is here. Just a comparison. So for the, it goes down slightly, and it has a loop, and this is wide. For the, there is no loop, and this one is wider. right? So those are the 3 tricky letters in Grantha. There are many more, but one of the 3 tricky letters in Grantha. So let's do it one more time. Huh? The loop is here. It's short, and there is a line at the bottom. And there is no loop, and it's wide. So if there is a loop, it's her. If there is no loop, it's the. Again, it's similar to Devanagari in a way because both come from the same letter. You can see the 3-prong thing, because it comes from the same Tamil letter, the. Then you have then pa, right? Which is like the. This is longer, right? Let's remember that. Then you have her. Right. This is per, and this is per. Just to clarify, this is her, not for. Then you have per. Then you have bha. Then you have ma. Right? You find nothing common with Tamil except maybe for per. So you can see that this pretty much is half of Tamil per, but you have an additional nose and it's slightly longer, right? But once you have the per, we had another loop to get her. Again for ber, it's like per, you just have to create a dent and write it. For bha, it's a new letter, you have to learn it. There's no other go. And mer is slightly like a snake.
I think the bha and ga, there one extra loop in this bha from compared to the ga, right?
It's not just one extra loop. Ga starts here at the top.
Yeah.
Bha starts at the bottom and has a loop here.
Okay.
And a dent here.
Right.
Sometimes in handwriting, you don't get this beautiful loop. People just do this. That's fine as well. Sometimes you just get like for bha, because people can't be bothered to write the beautiful curve. Sometimes you get like this, that's also bha. So let's go through it one more time. You have bha, which is sort of like Tamil pa, except that you have it's just slightly longer, and you have to write ahead, right? It's write a nose. We have pa, we need to add a loop. Ba is just like pa, you just create another dent, it becomes pa. And next is bha. It's a very beautiful letter. It just has a loop here. It's like ga. You have a curve here and you have a loop here, right? And then you have ma, which is sort of like a snake or a hook, however you want to look at it, right? So that's fine. Then let's ma. Then comes the easy part because they're pretty much like Tamil. We have here, you have here ra. Okay. Yeah. Then you have your ra, la, va, same as Tamil va. Right. So this is the same. This is pretty much similar. This is the same as Tamil. And the only bit is this is slightly different. But you can see that you can sort of see some similarities between this going up and
Looks
this
like
also
at the rate
goes up
of
here.
in our computers.
Yeah.
Keypad.
It's like, yeah, it's like that. But yeah, in some handwriting, you would kind of get like this because people write like that. But it's basically like a small W that goes around. Instead of A going around, take a W and wrap it around. And that gives you Grantha.
No. It's like a
Yeah,
U
la.
with a wrap around.
Yeah. Or a W with a wrap around. Whatever floats your boat. Both are correct. Well, so let's go once again. Year same, verse same. R slightly get a loop here. And L is basically a W or a U that goes around. Oh, sorry, that's a L.
Ra same letter. E.
Sorry?
Ra Grantha Tamil letter.
Yeah.
Grantha letter E. Same.
No, it's so in Grantha letter E, you get like 2 dots.
Dots.
Yeah, like Tamil E, right? Without it, just R or a Tonakal.
Yeah.
But you get 2 dots.
Okay.
Again, because both of it come from the same Brahmi letter, which have 2 dots. And this is Brahmi Ra. So when this became Grantha, it became Grantara with 2 dots. When this became Tamil, basically Tamil Ra with 2 dots. But yeah. But yeah, it's basically the whole thing of Ra having a small thing here. It's quite recent. Probably after the advent of printing. If you take Tamil books like 100, even 150 years ago, Tamil never differentiate between Ra and Tanakal. So Raga used to be written like this. And if you want to say write Naragam and Nagam, both look the same.
Oh, the A and Ra
after the
look the
advent of
same.
printing, after a friend, that's why you can see sometimes people write Kari like this instead of this. It's sort of left over from the period where the Ra and the Tanakal was not differentiated, right? I tend to write like this, but if you see some printed books, Re and Re go without the funky line at the bottom because it's unambiguous. Only when you start writing like Ra per se, you need some differentiation. So while printing, they sort of introduced a small line at the bottom. But if you take like Tamil manuscripts, you wouldn't see any difference at all.
Wow, that could get very confusing.
It is. No, so that's the thing, right? When manuscripts are like, when Tamil books were typeset, right? You had all these manuscripts that were very ambiguous.
Right.
And you needed a lot of knowledge to see which forms that you want to use, right? And
Right.
Tamil script like 200 years ago was like super ambiguous. Like A and A was not differentiated. O and O was not differentiated. Ra and A was not differentiated.
Okay.
So you need to like know the language properly to read the words. And only after printing, people started like properly like creating new forms they can differentiate and disambiguate letters. So anyway, that's re, learn, va. Let's go again. Y, r, l, and va. Then let's go to the last thingy. You have sh, which is sometimes used in Tamil. So your Shri in Tamil comes from the sh, and sh. So if you have like very old Tamil printed books, you can see like sometimes so is written like this. But the same letter, that is so. And you
Can
have
you rewrite the sh again, please? It's second one.
which
the
one?
Usha sh.
It's same as Tamil.
Oh, okay.
It's same as Tamil. There's no difference at all. Same with her. It's same as Tamil. So sh, her, and sh is pretty much like Tamil. The sir, you may have to remember it. It's slightly different. Tamil sort of simplified it. The whole thing became one line here. But it's pretty much like Grantha sir. Again, sometimes if you take like very old books, you can see marks written like this instead of like, sorry, let me write it clearly. So, sort of like this, but it's pretty much the same letter. It just got standardized differently in Tamil and in Grantha. So let's go it one more time. The only thing you have to remember is this here, right? Which comes from, which is the sh in Shri, right? And you have sir, which is Tamil like Tamil sir, but slightly complicated. You just have to loop it here, and everything is pretty much the same as Tamil. Your sh, your her, are same as Tamil, right? And Grantha also has the Tamil la. So that's very, again, very peculiar to South Indian Sanskrit. South Indian Sanskrit tends to have this la a lot. And this, you can find this a lot in like proper Grantha manuscripts because it's quite important. So yeah, so the Tamil, the big la, you have a Grantha equivalent that sort of looks like Tamil la, but you just have to go a bit down. So let's do it one more time. Let's go the entire thing one more time. So it's easier to do that. Let me take a thinner line. That's easier. Huh? 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 No. Cha. Cha. Ja. Cha. Yeah. Da. Ha. Da. Da. No. Da. Ha. Da. Da. No.
I think the is the. I think you wrote a the in the.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, let me fix that. Yeah, thanks for catching that. No, yeah. And then you have yeah. And you have your big la. Right. So again, this is same as Tamil. 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 The whole thing is almost same as Tamil. Again, this is pretty much Tamil. This is similar to Tamil. This is same as Tamil. And again, now this is also same as Tamil. Right. This is, so you don't have to learn a lot of new letters. So you already know like pretty much 1/4 of them, give or take. What you need to focus is the other different letters. So let's again go through that. The one that's not similar to Tamil. So you have your th, and this is v, right? So this is k. It has a big head. The nose slightly goes below the line. This is v. And if you make it slightly longer, it becomes a p. Right. So let's do this. So this is your v, your normal v. That's fine. And you make it slightly bigger, you get your k. And you make it slightly longer, the line, you get your p. And it might look similar, but if you look at it like quite closely, you can see the difference. In the same way, you have E and you have ng. Even in Devanagari, it's similar. I just noticed it. All right. So yeah, so you just need a line here to make it ng. Without the line, it becomes an E. In Devanagari, you need a dot and you have a loop here. But again, typesetters doing that thing. So yeah, so make sure that you write line for ng. Without line becomes an E. Then you have y. Then you have the. Then you have h. Right. Again, it's very flat here. It's slightly curvy. And it's bigger. It ever so slightly goes below the line. Same here, but you have an additional loop here. Right. And then you have your A and Ka, right? It might look similar. A, and this is Ka, right? But you can see that it doesn't have the dent here. And you need a line here that goes like this. So let's do it one more time. You like Tamil Ka, goes like this. That's your A. But it needs a small dent here and a loop here. it becomes let me clear it again. Same way. This is new. It might look like ka or a, but you can see that kind of goes here, and you have another one here, similar to the Tamil one. So this thing and this thing are the same, and this thing and this thing are pretty much the same. That's new. And for the ta, we just have to like put a line. In Tamil, ta doesn't get a line, but in Grantha, you do have to do that. So it's ta in Tamil. If you put a line, it becomes Grantha, right? Again, in handwriting, sometimes you see this because why not? But in print, usually the line is separate. And if you want to write fast, you can do this. It's fine. But yeah.
I think we have oo and the also.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to that. This is oo, quite long. I'm exaggerating it. In Grantha, it's very short. And the right. In sometimes handwriting, you get this, and you get this, and you get this. So it's very hard to like confuse with
Oh, then this looks like O, right? If you write like
yeah,
this.
but O goes like this, right? But in handwriting, right? You can confuse a lot of handwriting. That's why you need to know the letters.
Right.
But by context, you know that, right? So if this comes between the word, there's no way it's going to be O. It has to be the.
Okay.
Yeah, but in print, it's quite different. So you have O here, where the head is like pretty big, right?
Right.
And the, where the nose goes above the line, it stops here, and you get here. But yeah, in handwriting, there might be cases where these two forms look pretty similar. But
right.
again,
Like,
even
see,
Tamil,
for people
right?
like me, I'm learning both Tamil and Grantham now. It's both are new for me. So
okay, right. Okay, right.
So for me, when I'm looking at it, I'm a bit confused because I'm reading it as an O when I'm reading this.
But again, right, if you want to be perfectly unambiguous, just replicate the printed forms.
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
Printed forms are usually, they're designed to be unambiguous. But I don't know. I tend to like conflate both, I think.
Right.
Maybe I kind of make the head bigger here when I write fast. Let me say, so it's this printed, this is proper printed O, but I'm going to write like this. But if it's this printed the, I probably write like this. But even then, the head is bigger here.
Yeah,
so you can figure it out.
Yes. Yeah.
And it kind of looks like Devanagari anyway. Again, my handwriting is horrible, so don't trust that. Just follow the printed letters. Unless you want to like read like handwritten manuscripts, which is another pain in the ass to do that. But if you're just learning a script, you can just replicate what's printed, and that's well and good. Let's do it one more time, and we'll go to the vowel sign, which are pretty much easier. Because the more you repeat, the more you can actually like it registers in your head, the letters, right? And that's how I learned Grantha. I just started like writing Grantha directly without bothering to learn letter by letter. I don't recommend it. But if you want like learn any script, you just have to go just dive in directly, right? And yeah, let's try it one more time. Let's do a different color. Let's try black here. The no ch 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 ch. Sorry. No ch 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 yeah da 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 no da 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 no. Slightly bigger, but but much. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, yeah, so, but, yeah. Right, that's the nonsense. Just for sake of like the vowels, we'll write also again. A, E, E, U, U, R, R, L, L.
I have a question for the long E. So from
Yeah.
the last class, I remember that the position of the
Yeah, it was a mistake. I tend to replicate Tamil E, but if you take like a printed form, this is the standard printed form.
Okay.
In my handwriting, I tend to my Tamil E bleeds into my Grantha E, but the printed form is like the thing goes like to the sides.
Okay.
That's the proper form. AI, O, O, ow, yeah, just in some way they point get a Chandrabindu as well. But yeah, the same as Devanagar Chandrabindu, different.
We have one more
So
here.
these
Our the and O also is now looking very similar.
no, again, right. Okay, I'll show you, right? So this is the line. The O, the nose starts on the line.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So the head is big here.
The head is bigger and the nose starts on the line.
Okay.
For the nose starts above the line.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's again, it's the line. The nose starts here. The head is bigger. For the nose starts at the top. It's smaller. Again, in handwriting, it's easy to confuse them both. But again, make sure the head is bigger, then you have no ambiguity.
Right. And it is starting from the bottom too.
Starting at the bottom, not at the top.
Right.
I mean, you can write like this, then you're writing in Devanagari.
That's the okay.
That's the
Okay.
I mean, yeah, this is proper but it's handwriting, you can find all forms.
That's the fast
yeah. Yeah, it depends upon handwriting. Again, my Tamil handwriting is atrocious. My Devanagari is like even more atrocious. So just take the printed form and you can. That's why if you see the book that I have linked during the last lesson, which has like all the dotted letters that you can follow.
Yeah, the arrows, yes.
Yeah, you can follow that. That's proper printed Grantha. That's proper form. But as you might know, nobody writes the proper forms because that's how handwriting works. We're not printing machines. So yeah. Again, the note starts here. That's thing. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Right. Do you guys have any questions? Anyone at all?
No, I mean, looking at it like this looks very clear. I think by next week, if we practice this, we may end up with some doubts.
Yeah. Just keep writing it, right? Yeah, because for that, the handwriting book I linked last lesson, it's super good. It has the arrows and everything. You just have to trace it. That book is really, really good if you want like learn to write Grantha. And if you just want to like sort of like learn the letters, let me start share my screen again. And if you go to environment, it has like all this nice. It has a nice things that you can see the what letter it is. You can change between Tamil, Devanagari, and Roman, whatever floats your boat, and just stare at it until like the letters go into your head. You can also sort of match letters, right? You can again switch to Devanagari. So her and her, O and O.
Oh, what's that with the Chandra Bindu on the top in the second line, third one?
It's same as Chandra Bindu.
No, what's
It's
that letter?
Chandra Bindu is not used in like classical Sanskrit. It's a Vedic letter which sort of nasalizes the vowel. So A and A, right?
No, but what is that letter? Is it J? It looks like J, but
Which
what was
one?
that? The same, the third one with Chandra Bindu. What is that?
I think that's
A. That's A.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just
If you can see
okay.
it. It's just A, yeah.
Oh,
I think we
okay.
saw it.
Okay.
Just so you can do that to practice the letter. Okay, in Tamil it's easier. Let's switch it to Grantha, Devanagari. So yeah, so in that way you can sort of like learn the letters. Devanagari, yeah. So this Ru, this Va, this Pa. Yeah, you kind of guess like what's right and what's wrong. So you can also practice it online, and that's the only way you is going to remember these things, because like when you look at this, it might all look very clear now, but if like a couple of days later, you know, like whether it's a or a k, or if it's e or a ng. So the more you practice, the more you get into the letters. Okay. Stop sharing it. Again, so you guys have no questions, right? So yeah, 15 more minutes. Let's introduce the vowel signs, which are very, very easy because they're pretty much the same as Tamil. So if you know Tamil, they're pretty much the same. You have nothing to learn new. So let's power through that.
I have one question.
Yeah, go on.
So you mentioned the law with the 8 thing. You mentioned that that particular law is is prevalent in southern Sanskrit. So do we have certain words in Sanskrit that have different laws in northern Sanskrit and southern Sanskrit?
There are actually rules like Kali. In South, it has the big la, the retroflex la. Pravala, Kalatra, they all have the retroflex la.
Okay, so like if Pravala is written in Northern Sanskrit, they would just use the regular la.
Yeah. And don't ask me why or how. It's technically a non-Paninian letter. But it's very common because even when Tamils write like Sanskrit words in Tamil, they tend to use the big la in certain situations. Like Pravala, Kalatra. I can't. A lot of Kali becomes takes another la. Dhavala.
Mangalam.
Mangalam, yeah, Mangala. So it takes it from again. La might not be like a classical Sanskrit letter, but it's very common in Vedic Sanskrit. Like the first word of the Rig Veda, Agni Ile, it has the retroflex la. So again, it's a quirk of South Indian Sanskrit, and you can see that even in Sanskrit manuscript.
Mattalam.
Yeah, Matalam. Yeah. Even like in Telugu, Kannada, in Malayalam as well, you can see like Sanskrit words take the other la because it's tradition. And North Indian Sanskrit, you don't find it. Maybe Marathi, maybe I don't know. I haven't seen Sanskrit means like Maharashtra. Maybe Maharashtra Sanskrit has like this quirk because Marathi has the la, right?
Yes.
And
I was going to ask that.
Gujarati has the la. Either it's a Vedic influence or local influence or both. But you can see that.
And the text that you the text that you referenced, you mentioned the first word of the Rig Veda has the retroflex la. Yeah. So was that written in Grantha?
Most of the many Sanskrit Vedic manuscripts are in Grantha. And they are still printed in Grantha. Because most of these were typeset again in 1900s.
And they photocopied
it. Retypeset that in Devanagari because a lot of recessions that they follow in the south or particular to the south, right? And to retypeset in Devanagari is a huge pain. Like anytime you do a transition, you tend to create errors, right? And these are manuscripts these are printed editions that have been used by generations and generations, and are correct, and they tend to keep with that. Even if you go to like a Veda Pathshala in Tamil Nadu, you have to learn Grantha because your course materials are like reprinted books from 1900s which still use Grantha. That's how it is because again, nobody expected Devanagari to become that popular in the south. Right? If you get into like 1830s, 1850s Tamil Nadu, a Sanskrit Pandit wouldn't be able to read Devanagari.
And would we not have a good enough OCR for those reprinted fonts of Grantha?
Yeah, but the thing is like lack of training data. You need training data, and which you don't have. Like a handful of people can read Grantha, right? For like machine learning, right? You need like pages and pages of like training material. And who's going to sit and type it? I mean, Google did it for Devanagari and India, Devanagari and Tamil and Telugu because Google has lots of money and it's easy to find like a modern user of like Tamil or Telugu to create like training data. For any of the historical scripts, it's very hard. All right, so let's do the bubble science, and that's easier. Let me share my screen again. Whiteboard. Okay. Let me clear this. Okay, I lost. Oh, I found the screen. All drawings. Ka. Ka. Ki. Sorry. Ki. Ki. No, again. Ki. Ki. Ku. Ku. Ke. Kai. Ko. Cow. Sometimes you find it like this. Correct. And you have kr. Kr. You have kl. Sometimes you have kl. You have kl. Sometimes you have kl. So pretty much like Tamil, just to give you a taste of like how the vowel signs work like. Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Same. Oh.
Right. Right. Even the Tamil Kai, you can see that it's written like this, right? It's basically two letters, like when you write fast, right? They combine together, but it's basically Grantha is the same thing. It might look different, but basically two orthocombos, right, written fast together. The only thing you might want to learn is like kr, and this is long A. I will do the repeat it again next week. Why this is long in Grantha, but short in Tamil. It's a historical quirk, and it has to do with printing again, because when Tamil was typeset, it deviated from Grantha. Let's do what we did last time. Does anybody want to write the entire consonant list? Would anybody be willing to do that? Yeah, sure, Param, go. I think you can do it, I think. Yeah. Or should I give you access to that?
Yeah, I think you'll have to give access.
Okay, let me do that. Whiteboard, remote control. Yeah, it's done.
I don't think I still have the control.
Okay. Okay, let me stop it and do it again. Share screen. No. Last screen. And participants. This is it. Okay, I did it last time. I forgot how to do it.
Yes, I think you did a playground thing where everyone could draw last time.
Oh, you're right. Okay, let me do that again. Share screen. Advanced files. I don't have access to that. Maybe because I'm not.
Doesn't the annotate option appear for you?
Let me try it. Give me a minute.
others?
Whiteboard. Oh yeah, I got it. Who can share? All participants. That's fine. More. Live on Facebook. Chat. Share screen. Share screen. I have share screen. It says whiteboard. And spotlight, eraser, format, save. Give me like 2 minutes. Let's figure it out. Apps. No.
No, I see an annotate, small pin that says annotate. Are the others able to see that? When you share the whiteboard.
Okay, give me a minute. Share screen, whiteboard.
On the left corner of the screen, there's an annotate.
Let me close it again. Yeah, I think it works. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Mm. Sorry, I think I forgot.
You can see, you can refer to the app or anything. It's fine. So does anybody want to continue it? Okay, Param did his work. Does anybody want to do it? That's sure. Sure, right.
Oh, sorry. Is it the other way around?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like this. Is this right?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba. Ha. Ma.
We have
Yeah. Yeah. La. Ba. Yeah. Yeah. La. 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 Right. That's brilliant. Just one thing. It has to be a bigger circle. Else it become Anuswara. Okay, that's good. That's wonderful, actually. Let's have one more person do it and we'll call it a thing. Anyone else who wants to try writing it?
I can try.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Not sure how correct it's going to come.
It's fine. We're just learning. It's fine.
Okay. How do I do this? Sorry, I don't know how to do this. How do I start this?
If you press the view options button in the top, you'll see annotate.
Okay, view options.
Yeah, and then annotate.
Okay.
Yes, and now you can draw.
Okay, so what tool do I use from this?
You can use the draw tool.
Okay.
The draw one, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I got that. Okay. I need to, okay. Oh, that's not working.
It should. Are you going to draw, right? And select any of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I chose the draw tool. I'm not able to use that.
I think you guys have you have access to annotate. Okay, let me give my mouse control to you. Yeah, you can control my mouse. See if it works out.
Okay.
Yeah, it works now. I can see you.
Okay. Oh God, this is like kids scribbling.
It's all right. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's very good.
Oops.
Right. I'll just let you just stop here.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it goes bigger and like slightly bigger. Head is bigger.
Okay. You told I need to go under the line.
Yeah. Slightly make the head bigger and put the nose under the line.
Right.
Yeah. That's good. That's fine.
No, I need to do a bubble.
And your Mahaprana Gha.
Huh?
That's good. Yes. Then you have Nga.
Yeah. Do I get a line here? No, right?
Yeah.
No.
You have to put a line. Without line, it's E.
Yeah.
You have to put now it's a Nga.
Then Ch is a long one.
Yeah.
Wow, this writing is really bad. This
Again, the thing is like I write nice because I have a pen here
oh,
that writes on the touch screen. So that's why my writing looks big, good, slightly nicer.
no, but
if you write it with
I mean,
if you're writing with the mouse, right? I
Param
understand.
Siddharth's writing was really too good in this. I don't know how he
Maybe use
managed
an
to.
iPad.
Yeah, because I am very used to writing with the mouse.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's Cha. That's right. That's Cha.
Okay, this is J.
Just let me fix you slightly.
This is going all over the place.
It's fine. Just That's
This
Ja.
is going
It's
all
fine.
over the place.
It's fine. I'm just correcting slightly. That Ja. Yeah.
At this rate, you have to correct the whole thing.
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
My God. Okay. Is that right?
Yeah. That's fine. Again, the stroke order.
Okay.
It's basically the loop first, and then you do it. Not the other way around.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I start
That's
with
fine.
the loop and then do the third kind of thing.
Then you the cool thing. Yeah.
Okay. God, this is literally scribbling.
That's
Oops.
the.
Oops, I don't have control on this.
It's fine. It's fine. That's the. That's fine.
Oh no.
That's fine. That's the.
Okay.
Let's it just like a small dip here. It's not doesn't go all the way around. That's
Okay.
fine. And
Okay.
we have the. Yeah, that's good. We have a loop. That's fine.
Okay. Wow. That was the
That's
most
good.
easiest one was this.
That's good. That's na.
No, yeah, no.
Then you have. You get the complicated bits now. If you do that, then everything is easy. That's
Right?
the. Yeah, that's
Wow,
fine.
such a fat one.
And then you have
Okay. The
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. And you
Okay.
have
Oops.
the. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get what you mean. That's fine. Then Mahaprana.
The
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. No.
Now, okay, just to reiterate, okay,
Oh,
when this is the line, right?
right.
Let's make sure that it's going slightly below the line and it's slightly wider. Okay, I'm exaggerating
Right.
it, but yeah.
Right. But my
And
tool is not actually, I'm not able to go easy with my tool. Is that how it is?
sorry,
My tool that I'm using, I'm not able to easily move my finger with that tool. Is that how it goes? Or am I
I
struggling?
don't know because I use a pen. My
Okay.
interface is different from what you use.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
use a mouse.
Okay.
That's fine.
Maybe I use the wrong tool probably.
Sometimes
That's
it's
fine. It's
the
draw tool.
sometimes it's the internet as well.
Yeah, it's a lag, you know.
The only thing you can do is
Ah.
change the thickness, but between there are only those two tools available here
Yeah.
with the mouse.
That's per. That's good.
Again. Huh.
That's good. That's good.
Her is like a snake.
Sort of.
Is a
Yeah. Just think. Just one more. Just a small bit here. So it's fine, but it goes here. You just looped it. Like you just have to go all the way around.
right.
Okay.
So
And you have
yeah,
I think that's fine.
wow.
We're over the time, but yeah, that looks good. As I said, like keep practicing, right? The more you practice, I got your emails, but I saw it very late. I'll reply to it once I have time. That's fine. Thanks for sending me those writing samples. From what they look neat, right? If you have any questions, I can answer now. If not, we can close the lesson. I just want to do you have any questions at all? Are you guys clear how things work?
It's
Is the
clear. We
consonants
just
on the
need to
vowel?
practice now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you have to. There is no other. There's no other way of doing it apart from practicing it. I apologize for that, but that's how it goes. But you'll get a hang of it, right? Somebody said it's fun. It is fun.
No, it is definitely fun. But yes, I mean, to write it on the screen with this tool was a bit difficult. But I think along with Grantham, I'm also learning to write on the whiteboard.
Okay, right. Okay, that's good. Anyways, right, so that's good. Keep practicing. Next week we'll cover the vowel signs, kaka, kiki, kuku. It should be a breeze. We'll see some historical reasons why Tamil doesn't exactly match Grantha. It's interesting, a tidbit. And then we can move to conjuncts, the Samyuktaksharas. And that's it. Because once you know the basic forms, the Samyuktaksharas must be a breeze. Because there are specific rules how to Samyuktaksharas. And like once you have those rules, it's pretty much easy. How do you guys know any other scripts apart from Devanagari and Tamil? Can anyone do like Telugu or Malayalam?
I know Telugu, but yes, I know Telugu. I'm also like I mentioned, I am also learning Tamil. I'm not very fluent with writing or reading Tamil. That's the reason I mean, this Grantham is also helping me with Tamil. I should say that.
Yeah, okay, right. So if we either know like Devanagari, sort of Devanagari, and moreover like some southern script,
Right.
it's easy to pick up like Grantha Samyuktaksharas.
I'm
Again,
good
there
with
are clear
Telugu. I
rules.
can do Telugu.
Yeah, so there are clear rules. If you know the rules, which you can just have to write it. There are only very few unique Samyuktaksharas.
Right.
Others
right.
are just like two letters twisted together to create a new form. It's as simple as that.
So far, it's easy. I mean, you have made it less tough, actually, I should say. So
Right. Thank you.
it's not. It doesn't look scary to me as of now.
So yeah, let's do that. Once we do that next week, right? For the last lesson, we can start reading words and sentences. Maybe start with words, and we'll see. We can see like real printed Grantha during the for the last week.
Okay,
And that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys
Next
next
Sunday.
week. Next Sunday, yeah.
Thank you.
And thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
again.
Thank you.
No worries.
One person said they were not able to attend, but will come to the next class. So
That's fine. We have the videos right online, right? Anyway. So that should be fine. That's why we upload the videos anyway.
Thank you.
No worries.